The Chevy Silverado 1500 is one of those trucks that never really leaves the conversation. It's familiar, it's capable, it's everywhere. And in this video, you're looking at footage of the Trail Boss trim level I had, which is one of the more aggressive, off-road focused versions of the Silverado 1500. But the bigger point here is not just the Trail Boss. This is about the 2026 Silverado 1500 lineup as a whole and how to make sure you don't buy the wrong truck at the wrong price. Because with the 2026, the big question is not, is this a good truck? The better question is, are you about to buy the wrong Silverado at the wrong price? Because with full-size trucks, the mistake usually is not buying something terrible. The mistake is buying too much truck, not enough truck, the wrong trim, the wrong engine, or getting pulled into a payment that looks okay until you realize another dealer has a better deal 20 miles down the road. And that's why before you ever walk into a Chevy dealership, visit the link below. It's quotes.everymandriver.com and compare prices in your zip code first, because MSRP is not the deal. The real deal is what dealers near you are actually willing to sell it for. And with trucks, that difference can be massive. If you want more videos that help you avoid bad deals, bad trims, bad payments, hit subscribe. We've been uploading new videos every week since 2012. All right, let's talk about why the Silverado is such a big deal. The 1500 is one of America's core full-size pickups. A lot of people don't discover this truck by accident. They grew up around one. They drove one at work. Their dad had one. Their neighbor has one. The contractor drives one. It's a truck with a built-in reputation, and for a lot of buyers, Chevy is already on the short list before they ever start comparing numbers. But here's where things can get tricky. The Silverado lineup is huge. You can go basic with a work truck. You can go more daily driver friendly with the LT or RST. You can go off-road with mine, the Trail Boss. You can go luxury with the LTZ or High Country. Or you can go all in on the ZR2. That sounds great, but it also means two Silverados can look similar online and have completely different prices, engines, features, towing numbers, payload ratings, and payments. And that's where shoppers get burned. Not for you though. You may see a big discount. You see a nice color. You see a monthly payment that feels doable. Then later you realize you bought the truck the dealer wanted to move, not the truck that you actually needed. Capability is still the Silverado's biggest selling point, I think. Chevrolet says the Silverado 1500 offers up to 13,300 pounds of available max trailering and up to 2,200 pounds of available max payload, depending again on the configuration. You also have multiple engine choices, including the TurboMax, 5.3-liter V8, 6.2-liter V8, and the 3-liter Duramax Turbo Diesel. Pay close attention to the words depending on configuration. That is a part buyers sometimes skip and get burned for. Not every Silverado tows the same. Not every Silverado hauls the same. And not every one on the lot is built for the job that you need it to do. Now the Trail Boss you see here may be the version that catches your eye because it has that tougher, more aggressive look. But that doesn't automatically mean it's the smartest Silverado for your budget, or your towing needs, or your daily driver needs. If you're commuting, hauling weekend gear, making dump runs, towing a small trailer once in a while, you may not need the most expensive truck on the lot. But if you're towing a camper, hauling equipment, running a business, or using this truck really hard, then engine, axle ratio, cab setup, the bed size, trailering package, and payload rating matters a lot. And that's why I would never shop a Silverado purely by monthly payment. That's how a dealer gets you focused on the wrong number. A payment can be stretched 60 months, 84 months, even longer. A trade-in can be undercut. Accessories can be added. Fees can show up at the end, and suddenly that great deal, not so great anymore. The Silverado is popular, but that doesn't mean everyone is a strong deal. Some dealers may have too many of those trucks sitting. Some may be more aggressive on certain trims. Some may have better incentives than others, some may be willing to compete, and some may simply be hoping you don't compare. That's why use the link below before negotiating. Educate yourself. Not after, before. Check real prices in your zip code, compare offers, walk in with a better sense of what the market actually looks like. Because the goal is not just to buy a Silverado, the goal is to buy the right Silverado from the right dealer at the right price. So who should consider the 2026 Silverado 1500? First, buyers may be you who need real truck capability but don't need a heavy-duty pickup. Second, shoppers who want multiple engine choices. Third, people who like having everything from basic work truck trims to premium luxury style versions. Fourth, buyers who are willing to negotiate. Because I would not buy this truck emotionally. I would buy it strategically. I would compare it against an F-150, Ram 1500. Use that link below. Find out what they're offering in your area at those dealerships. Then I would compare the LT versus the RST, Trail Boss versus the ZRT. I would compare gas versus diesel. See where I'm going with this? And I would compare multiple Chevy dealers before signing anything. Odds are, just change that zip code around and you'll find dealers within a 50-mile radius. Multiple dealers. So here's my take. This truck absolutely deserves attention, maybe yours. And yes, the Trail Boss trim shown in this video has the kind of look that makes a lot of truck buyers stop scrolling. But this is also one of the easiest vehicles to overbuy. You can spend work truck money, luxury SUV money, off-road toy money, and if you're not careful, you can let the dealer steer you into the Silverado they want to sell instead of the Silverado you actually need. So before you leave the house, visit quotes.everymandriver.com first and compare real dealer pricing in your zip code. And remember, the better deal might be one town away. Know the market before you walk in. Don't let the payment distract you from the real price. And don't assume the first Silverado deal is the best Silverado deal. So I'd like to hear from you now. If you're shopping, would you buy a Silverado 1500, F-150, or Ram 1500? How would you rate them? And if you want more videos that help you buy smarter, avoid overpaying, and picking the right vehicle at the right price, hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.